For knee pain oil scraping today, I have the organic single ingredient castor oil and the gua sha blade. If the castor oil is too thick for you and it doesn't make it as smooth as you want it, you're welcome to do coconut oil. I love the castor oil because it's so healing to the fascia system. I pretty much always scrape on the rounded edge of the gua sha blade. Today I'll be taking you through oil scraping each muscle line for knee pain. We're doing 20 long scrapes over each muscle line. Whenever we find any spot that hurts along that muscle line, you're gonna perform 20 mini scrapes right on that spot that hurts. You're always welcome to do more than 20 mini scrapes. Use a good amount of pressure. You're finding those spots that hurt, that are bumpy, that are stuck. Whenever you find those spots, that's where your targeted treatment is gonna go. My foot's turned out for line 1. Paying attention to where I feel stuck. As soon as I find a stuck spot, after my 20 long scrapes, I'm gonna do 20 mini scrapes right on that stuck spot. Searching around, finding any spot that's stuck right here on line 1. Moving on to line 2. Hitting that rec fem, going all the way up and down that line. Pay attention to where there's a stuck spot. Whenever you find a stuck spot, pause the tutorial, do mini scrapes on that stuck spot. Scrape all that crap out of there. Moving on to line 3. Scraping line 3, paying attention to where you feel stuck, doing mini scrapes on any spot that feels stuck on line 3. Moving on to line 4, up here in the TFL. Okay, you might have to pull your pants down here to get the whole entire TFL. I will not be showing all my scale on screen, but hitting that whole line of the TFL, just feeling around in there, what spot feels stuck or bumpy. Moving on to line 5, that hamstring muscle that's right along the IT band, not hitting the IT band itself, hitting the muscle connected to it. Pay attention to what spots are bumpy. Whenever you find a bumpy spot that's in pain, do some mini scrapes on it. Moving on to line 6, straight down the back of the knee. Moving on to line 6, straight down the back of the leg. If you ever have any questions about, should I do it this way or should I do it this way, my answer is usually going to be try both ways and see what works better for you. Moving on to line 7. I'm pretty bumpy here. Hitting line 7. Anytime you find a spot that needs extra work, pause the tutorial, do your targeted treatment right on that spot. Then moving on to probably the most important line for the knee, line 8. Right here on the back of the calf, right where this muscle, the popliteus, connects right across the back of the knee. We're gonna hit it like this, just straight up and down on it. We can also do it side to side, putting a great amount of pressure on this spot right here. If you can get pressure on that up into here, it will hurt, but you will get a great release. And this is the most important muscle to release for knee pain. Playing around with all of line 8, going from each side to the other side. Whenever you find a spot that hurts, pause the tutorial and just work on it. Especially for line 8, you need to work on line 8, probably the most if you're in knee pain. Moving on to line 9. When you're on line 9, pay attention where you feel stuck. If you find a stuck spot, mini scrape that stuck spot. Moving on to line 10. While we're scraping 10, pay attention to your stuck spots, the spots that hurt. When you find a spot that hurts, do your targeted treatment on that spot. And then we're gonna go back to the inside of the knee one more time. This is 11, but it's kind of just in between 1 and 7. So we're just feeling all up in here. As you can see, I'm going kind of towards the top of the knee, kind of towards the bottom of the knee or leg. Just finding any spot that feels stuck in here. Whenever you find a stuck spot, perform your targeted treatment right on it. And last but not least, we're hitting the glute med. And I'm not showing too much skin, but it's gonna be all the way up at this top point of the hip. You'll probably be able to find it. We're gonna be scraping just all up this upper part of the glute into the lower part of the glute, trying to find a spot that's stuck. Doing your 20 scrapes on line 12. I'm not gonna show too much skin. You get the idea. That's it for oil scraping on the knee. If there's any spots that stuck out to you, feel free to go back and target them even more, and I'll see you in the next treatment.